Hey, this is Toe2 Bravo, and today we're going to do a video on one of our newest members of the family. We've added something new to the group. We have a couple pieces here on the table to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. These are all smaller carry pistols here. We have our Glock 43, our M&P Shield, and our LC9. These are obviously all in 9mm. The extended magazine for the M&P Shield, so this would be your 8-round magazine, so you would have 9 total. The LC9 you have 7 and 1 in the pistol, that would give you 8. And then the Glock 43, we have the Vickers Tactical +2 mag extensions on here, so that would give us 8 plus 1 in the pistol, so you would have 9. And then the new player on the table is our SIG P365. So here it is, folks, something that I have been debating on getting for quite some time now and have held off until just recently. I would like to thank E-Man Wakagator for getting me over the hump as far as making the decision on whether I really wanted to purchase one of these or not. I was on the fence after watching some of the other videos that are out there. Seeing some of the other reviews, the Nut and Fancy reviews were all very positive, so I took that information. And then E-Man Wakagator is more of a somebody that's more on a personal level, somebody that's on YouTube a lot like myself. He has used it quite extensively and made several videos and has had nothing but great success with his. So I've been in the market for one, and I finally picked one up, and here she is. I was able to get this on sale from Dunham's. If you're not familiar with Dunham's, it's kind of like an Academy Sports, but up here in western Pennsylvania. You have Dunham's. And it was on sale for $4.99. So out the door, it was after tax, title, and other fees, $5.37 I believe was out the door cost for this P365. So just like all the other reviews out there, you know, it comes with 2 magazines. We have the flush magazine here, the flush fit, and then we have the extended magazine here, which accommodates your grip for your pinky, as you can see there. I did hold off though until I was able to get a Generation 3 SIG P365. Let's go ahead and move this aside. Your box comes with all the stuff that you would expect. A very nice manual for the firearm. Some other information there for lights and lasers, a sticker, congratulations, an ATF, your handgun safety notice, etc., 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 and chamber flag. So that's what you get. Now, if you were wondering, this particular P365's birthday was 10/25/18. So that was one of the things that I was concerned with. I wanted to ensure that I got a Generation 3 365. Generation 1s had the SIG glow sights. So the first generations would have had just the white tritium SIG glow sights. The second and the third generations have the green front sight post with the tritium in the center there. So you got night sight capabilities, both in the rear. You've got the capsules and in the front. So you've got that big nice green dot on the front there to acquire your sight picture. So if you have the green front sight post, now we've narrowed it down to you have either a Generation 2 or a Generation 3 SIG 365. Now the second easiest way to narrow it down to whether you have a 2 or a 3, if you were to look right inside of here, and I'll get a pointer real quick. If you look right inside of here, you'll see a circular stamping that is indicative of a 3rd generation P365. Generation 1 and 2 would have a number stamped across the front lip Generation 1 and 2 would have a number stamped across the front lip there. So that's a really easy way to tell whether you've gotten a Generation 2 or 3. The fit and the finish is very nice. Disassembly is easy. Spring, barrel, slide. So the finish on everything is very nice, what you would expect from SIG. Nothing less, nothing more. Now she's not the most beautiful handgun out there currently. She's not the prettiest girl on the cheer squad, but by all means she is attractive. The barrel is kind of a plain Jane barrel, right? You've got your markings on the side, say SIG 9mm, but nothing, again, nothing special. And then on the lower, it's just your lower basic polymer, just your basic polymer lower frame. Very nice grip right around here, very nice texturing. I don't think you would need to stipple anything. It's very aggressive, but yet very comfortable to the hand. So nothing special there. Let's go ahead and put this back together. Do a functions check. And there you go. So let's talk about the basic fit. It fits your hand very nice. It's very comfortable. Feels really good. It has a very natural point of aim. The green dot lines up perfectly. There's not a lot of space between the rear sight and the front sight lining up. Once you acquire the proper sight picture, it fills that in very nicely. Comes right to your eye, the green dot does. Like I said earlier, the texturing on the grip is fantastic. I don't think you'd need to do anything there. The only thing that I could probably see myself maybe doing, maybe stippling on this side for your thumb when you're, just so you have kind of a memory pad there for your thumb. The magazine release is in a very good position. If you have medium-sized hands, probably even down to small hands. Larger hands, your thumb may overlap quite a bit and it may not be as comfortable. It's very intuitive for me just to press my thumb down and release the magazine. Magazine release is very positive, shoots right out. Of course, everyone knows that you have the 10 plus 1, so you have 11 rounds. These are both 10-round magazines. You do have the option to get the 12-round magazines. They're like $45 a piece, give or take, so that would give you a 13-round option. Alright, well, let's talk about the trigger now. Let's drop the magazine. Let's talk just a little bit about this trigger. On this particular model, you have space, and then a very defined wall, and then pull through the wall. So, let's do that again. Space, wall, pull through the wall, and then a break. So you have a little bit of creep and then the break after the wall. Do it one more time. Space, wall, creep, break. So on the reset, we have a lot of travel, and then click, and then pull. Very short pull. So travel, 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 click, pull. So hard to tell how you like the trigger just by dry firing it. It's not gritty. Very defined wall. It's going to take it out to the range to really make a decision on that. So the jury's out for me. Other folks have given good feedback concerning the trigger, but for me, I'm gonna have to get it out to the range in order to make that type of a decision. All right, well, we'll compare it against one of my very favorite concealed carry handguns, which is my Glock 43. You've seen this in other videos, but this is in fact currently my favorite handgun to conceal carry. It's a fantastic shooter. It's 100% reliable. It conceals extremely well. It carries well. It carries comfortable, which is probably the most important thing for me, is how comfortable it is to carry this Glock 43. Now with my Vickers magazine extension in here, my Vickers Tactical, and with my Vickers Tactical magazine extension in here, I increase my loadout to 8 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber for 9. And I'm very pleased and very happy with that. And this is a great shooter. And this has the Talo, T-A-L-O sights on it. I purchased it with the Talo sights. So I'm very familiar with that sight picture of a colored dot in the front, a larger colored dot in the front. So I don't think the transition to this SIG 365 will be any big deal when I'm used to the orange halo sight on the Glock 43. But this is my very favorite. So this is what has to be beaten both in accuracy, comfort, and concealability for this to become my everyday carry. So size-wise, as you can see, and we, a lot of guys have done this, but we'll do it nonetheless because, everybody watches a lot of videos to compare data and see if data matches before they make any type of a decision. And I'm no different. When I'm researching something new that I want to purchase, I don't watch just one video, I watch several videos. So as we look at the highlights here, you can definitely see that we have quite a bit of space here between the SIG 365 and our Glock 43. Now keep in mind, this is with the +2 mag extension that's being portrayed here for the Glock. This is the 10-round magazine for the P365, but this is the configuration in which I carry it. So for me, it's a fair comparison. The difference in the slide length is represented here, as you can see right here. We're looking at a good portion, good distance, almost a ½ inch difference between the length of the slides. Now, on the grips, keep in mind that this is my carry pistol, so it is accurate to compare them with the Vickers Tactical magazine extension. Your mileage may vary, but for me, it's an accurate measurement. So I will go from the bottom of our SIG to the bottom of the magazine extension on the Glock 43, and we're looking at right around 6.5 tenths of an inch difference between the two, and this is the part that's going to print on your clothing if you're concealed carrying in the waistband. So that's some useless information that I just shared with you that perhaps will benefit you, that maybe you haven't seen in another video, but I'm sure you have. So my next step for this is to get it out to the range. What I'd like to do is put about 200 rounds through this tomorrow at the range. We'll also do some accuracy shooting, some point shooting, and just to get a general feel for the pistol itself. I may take the Glock 43 just as a control piece, because that's what I'm competing against myself as to determine which one I will carry. And then the goal would be to go out to the range and shoot these 4 pistols. We already know the LC9 has an absolutely horrifying trigger, right? Anybody that's into guns knows that the LC9 is a tough cookie, but she's accurate, and she was one of my first concealed carry pistols, so I won't ever get rid of her. I don't know that I'll ever carry her, but I'll just keep her for nostalgia. So I'll take her out and I'll shoot her against my Ruger LC9, my M&P Shield, which doesn't get enough love. This is a great pistol. This is a great carry pistol. I know this video is kind of lengthy, but if you're looking to try to decide on which pistol you'd ultimately like to carry and it's affordable, you can't go wrong with an M&P 9 Shield. Especially with the 8-round magazine. 1 in a chamber gives you 9. These things are very accurate, easy to conceal. They're great pistols. I just have come across other things that have appealed to me just a little more. I know that's a lot. So we'll shoot all these against one another and ultimately see which one's easier to shoot, more accurate, and easier to put on target. So this is TOE2 Bravo, kind of a long video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you didn't, I'll get some thumbs down and it'll become quite apparent. But I am damn sure looking forward to getting to the range and shoot my P365, and I'll give you guys some more feedback, and hopefully this Generation 3 runs like a champ and she's accurate and we have no issues. But we'll find out, and we'll definitely share it with you guys. So this is TOE2 Bravo. I appreciate you guys watching. Until I see you at the range again.